surgery today. The astronomer Al-Sufi made the earliest recorded observation of the Andromeda galaxy. This was Andromeda galaxy. This was the first galaxy other than the Milky Way to be observed from Earth. The philosopher Ibn Sina is considered one of the greatest thinkers and scholars in history. He provided the first descriptions of bacterial and viral organisms. He also discovered the contagious nature of infectious diseases and introduced the concept of quarantine to limit the spread of disease. He has been so influential in medicine that he is referred to as the father of modern medicine. You may be surprised to learn that many of the scientific words and terms we use today are taken from the Arabic language. This is a legacy of the discoveries of Muslim scientists. For example, the word algebra comes from the Arabic word al-jabr, taken from the title of one of the books by the Muslim mathematician Al-Khwarizmi. The word algorithm is taken from the Al-Khwarizmi's name itself. The word alchemy comes almost unchanged from the Arabic al-kimya. One of the greatest contributions made by Arab scholars was their development of the science of astronomy. If you look at a modern star chart, you'll find hundreds of stars whose names derive from Arabic Altair, Aldebaran, Betelgeuse, Vega, Regal, and Algol, to name a few. Finally, we owe the decimal number system that we use for counting to Arab mathematicians. In fact, the most common symbolic representation of numbers in the world today, 1, 2, 3, are actually taken from Arabic numerals. You may be wondering what is it about the Quran that inspired Muslims to go from the depths of ignorance of the pre-Islamic era to being leaders of the world in the sciences. Many of these scientists were excellent Islamic theologians, and it was the Quran which drew their attention to inquire into the natural world and show them the path to knowledge and enlightenment. Read in the name of your Lord, who created man from a clinging form. Read, your Lord is the most bountiful one, who taught by means of the pen, who taught man what he did not know. These verses make up the first passage revealed to Prophet Muhammad. It is interesting that of all the things which God could have begun, his revelation with the actions of reading and writing were chosen. Notice how the very first word revealed was a commandment to read. Thus the Quran attaches great importance to knowledge and education. It is God who brought you out of your mother's wombs knowing nothing, and gave you hearing and sight and minds, so that you might be thankful. God created man and provided him with the tools for acquiring knowledge, namely hearing, sight, and minds. Thus the Quran reminds us that we should be grateful to God for these tools which give us the means to obtain knowledge. How can those who know be equal to those who do not know. Only those who have understanding will take heed. Here the Quran highlights the noble status of the one who has knowledge. They are superior to those who lack knowledge, as one who is knowledgeable has great understanding. This encourages Muslims to continually seek knowledge. Then do they not look at the camels, how they are created, and at the sky, how it is raised, and at the mountains, how they are erected, and at the earth, how it is spread out? The Quran draws our attention to many natural phenomena by encouraging us to observe the world around us. There truly are signs in the creation of the heavens and earth, and in the alternation of night and day, for those with understanding, who remember God standing, sitting, and lying down, who reflect on the creation of the heavens and earth. Moreover, this observation of the world around us should not be aimless, but rather we should ponder and reflect on what we see. If you have doubts about the revelation we have sent down to our servant, then produce a single chapter like it, and list whatever witnesses you have other than God, if you truly think you can.